Hey, how we going, guys? Mick here from Not Cartel, back with another kick-ass beer review. Tonight I'm going to review one of the new Ballistic Brewing Company beers. It is their 5th birthday, so why not make a Black Forest birthday cake stout? Once again, their 5th birthday, so they decided to make a stout in celebration of their 5th birthday. 375ml can, 8% ABV, 2.4 standard drinks. These guys hail out of Salisbury, Queensland. Really cool can art. IBUs are 12, EBCs 82, FG 5.2 plateaus. Malts used in this beer are pale, oats, eclipse wheat, chocolate, medium crystal, supernova and shepherd's delight. Hops used are Columbus, yeast is US-05. Other ingredients added to this particular brew are cherries, chocolate, lactose and vanilla. So these guys recently announced that they've got a few new things going on, as well as another Queensland brewery also doing the same thing, and some new investors jumping on board from what I'm reading in one of the local or social media platform brew news of some description in regards to what these breweries are up to. So there's a lot of expansions going on in the craft beer world here in Australia, and these guys are part of that outfit, the new things going on. So here goes. I only just hit my local today. I've seen a few different posts today in regards to this beer on social media platforms. No real video reviews, but anyway, let's hopefully I can do this beer some justice. So the can statement goes, it's our 5th birthday and we wanted cake, so we've made cake in the stout form, brimming with rich chocolate, vanilla, creamy lactose and a whole lot of cherries. This Black Forest cake stout is a little bit indulgent. Happy birthday to us. I've done pretty well. Managed to read that can statement on its side. But yeah, really smell it from here. Really cool can art. It's smelling pretty promising. At $9.50 a can. Let's hope it's a good one. I have faith. Ballistic do some really good things. I've really enjoyed the Ballistic, the Sour Twang releases, and their Sleep When You're Dead releases. Always really good. Smelling the cherries. One finger head. It is dark as midnight. Smell the lactose, creaminess, the cherries, chocolate. It's not a huge upfront sort of in your face type beer, but for the aroma, but the flavour may change that whole aroma perspective. Once it hits my palate, we might get a little bit more of the nasal thing going on. At 6 cents. Here goes. Yep, it's tart, it's chocolate, a bit of roast going on there. Eclipse wheat is it's a roasted wheat, heavily roasted wheat from memory. Medium crystal, the supernova and shepherd's delight. Shepherd's delight's been a really big favourite of mine in the home brewing scene, along with the obviously the pale and the oats, going into a lot of recipes at the moment. Supernova, I only use it a couple of times, but has been a very promising malt. Columbus hops, talking old school there, one of the old school American bittering hops. Columbus seemed to come across as a very broad spectrum hop for a lot of people these days. It is still quite heavily used. It seems to be in a lot of the heavier beers like the stouts and the porters. Always seem to have mention of the Columbus in those beers, as it is with this one. 8% ABV, 2.4 standard drinks. It's certainly drinking like an 8%. Initially it's almost like a candy cherry, but then it's got that sort of dryness to it that you associate with, and the tartness with slightly, I'd say slightly underripe cherries, almost like the how would you explain it? That sort of mouthfeel you get from the skin. I've lost for words at the moment. I'm going to get it. It's have a sip and see if we can find that word. Tannins that you get from the skin of cherries. Tannins that come from a lot of fruit added in beers. It sort of coats the tongue, quite fluffy, a little bit sort of well, yeah, coating of the tongue. So it's very moreish, and it's probably the chocolate side of it there. Chocolate added to it. Vanilla, not getting a hell of a lot of vanilla. I think that vanilla comes across on the initial sort of the mouthfeel, the booze, I think is where the vanilla's coming from with that one. The use of US-05 in the stout seems to be a lot of people's go-to in the home brew community. The US-05 is a pretty much it's a solid yeast, but never used to be known for having the lag, but it was always SO4 that had the lag for a lot of people. But since people have tried all these new sort of liquid yeast and these developing yeasts and the Kveik yeasts that are coming through, starting to hear the common story of US-05 sort of being a bit of a lagger now, against these new ones that are coming out. But always been a pretty solid yeast for me. I treat it well. I find if you use more, obviously, it has less, that it churns through the brew pretty well, and has much better flavour. Obviously it's not stressed, so yeah, definitely you need, I find now, since using some of these new world yeasts, especially with the new world hops, that US-05 is starting to be left behind. But treat it right, and not so mean. It's certainly still a pretty good yeast, so it's not something I'd probably use in this particular type of beer. It's much better yeast out there, but it allows those dominant flavours, the dominant ingredients, to come through a little bit better too. It's I guess it's more of a laid back sort of yeast in the way the esters and flavour profiles start to speak across particular beers. So yeah, it's probably sort of well suited to it. Not something that a lot of people go for, but in I guess keeping the cost of making the beer down, US-05 is still quite a cheap and affordable yeast. Works quite well. Anyway, happy 5th birthday, Ballistic. This is actually a pretty nice beer, and damn, even for the price, I'm going back and buy another one. That is nice. That is much nicer than a lot of the cherry imperials and the cherry stouts that I've had on the market, particularly over the last 12 to 24 months. It's a bit down in the mouthfeel, but it's got some good cling there. It's laces. It's very nice. That's all I can say. Once again, happy birthday, Ballistic Brewing Company. Cheers.